I want to talk about the housing market. I do not think the housing market will recover until 2025, best case, and quite possibly and more likely 2026. So let me talk about what I think that is, what that means to you and I, and are there any things that we could do to maybe take advantage of this situation. So first and foremost, after the last 10 or 12 years, the housing market, existing home sales, has averaged right around 6 million home transactions or housing transactions. The market obviously changed last summer, and we actually ended last year at 5 million, roughly. I believe this year, 2023, we're going to be at 4 million. So the housing market is broken, and the fact that rates are going up, making affordability worse, is actually going to break the market even more. What do I mean by that? The largest part of the housing market, as someone who has studied it for 20 plus years, is what is called the move-up buyer. It's, hey, we just got married or whatever, we're gonna buy this entry-level home. We are gonna stay in that home for 5, 7, 8, 9 years. At some point, between 5 and 9 years, we list it and we buy something else. That is an important part of the market because it is 2 transactions. And right now, the move-up market is absolutely dead. We have people that have moved in, they got a mortgage rate with a 2, they got a mortgage rate with a 3, and we will likely never see those again. So those folks are not going to be move-up buyers. They will upgrade where they live. They will add on. They will do what they do. They will buy bunk beds instead of a house with an extra room. This is an important part of the market because if the move-up buyer is not there, first-time home buyers are hurt. Because what happens when a move-up buyer sells? They sell an entry-level home. And if everybody stays put and that inventory is not being recycled, we have a problem. The first-time home buyer is fishing in a pond with less and less opportunity. Really, the only answer here is for builders like Pulte Homes that said 30 days ago in their earnings call, they have to build smaller homes. If builders, or I should argue the first builder that really pivots hard to smaller homes, they're gonna win. But it won't be enough. By orders of magnitude. Folks, we used to do 6 million existing home sales. A good new construction year is 800. It's about a 10 to 12% ratio, right? 12% new homes, 88% when you put it all together, existing homes. So the housing market that we are in today, we already know a couple of things. When rates break 6%, activity picks up. Buying activity. Folks, you gotta watch this stuff. It's all out there for you. When rates break below 6%, which they did 2 weeks ago and about 3.5 months ago, people jump in. Demand skyrockets. 6% is the number. We have to have rates above 6% to stem the tide of demand. But the problem is when rates go from 6 to 6.5 or 6.5 to 7 is the supply doesn't come. The only thing that's going to fix supply, there are 3 things. 3 things. 1, mortgage rates could go sub 4%. If mortgage rates go below 4%, the move-up buyer will be back. They'll say, hey, we'll sell our 2.9 mortgage and buy 3.9. So 1, if you want to see the move-up market get going and you want to see entry-level homes, hope for mortgage rates sub 4%. That is number 1. Number 2, we could have an unemployment crisis. I'm talking 6, 7, 8% for more than a year. More than a year. I'm not talking 1 month, 3 months. I need 12 months of 8% unemployment. That could spark inventory. Or we just need time. Because eventually people that have 3% mortgages, they will be in their house a decade and they go, hey, we got a bunch of equity. It's really too small. Let's move. But right now we are sitting in the first year of this interest rate lock-in and not enough people are talking about it. We need supply. We already know demand is broken. The affordability levels today in the country, given where rates have gone, near historic lows. It's not a demand problem, it's supply. And oh, by the way, inventory is not picking up in the beginning of the year. Inventory listings are down. Inventory is still below 1 million. The higher rates go, the less supply is coming. That's a problem. If rates are 7%, who's going to sell? Because when you sell your 3% mortgage and you get a 7% mortgage on a bigger home, your payment doubles, triples, or heaven forbid, quadruples. So folks, the housing market cannot be fixed until interest rates come down, because that will bring supply. I do not see 2023, 2024, best case 2025 getting anywhere close to that 6 million. The housing market, the Fed told us we need a reset. Jerome Powell said, I'm coming for housing. And did he ever? We went from 6.2 million to 4 million transactions. The market is locked up. People are stuck. They're frozen in place. And unless we get a wave of supply, because rates fall, that is number one, right? Rates go from 7% to 3.5%, you'll have plenty of sellers. You'll have plenty of inventory. Second, you have unemployment high for over a year. Or maybe builders get serious and they start building small homes. So in the end, folks, I do not have good news for you. If you are in the housing industry, real estate mortgage broker, you are going to have to get used to 4 million transactions. Now, let's talk about investors. This is actually a good market for investors. If you are doing the work and you know your market, you can find fixer-uppers. You can find unique situations. You can find those cases where you can solve a problem. So again, a lot of the people out there, we just saw the numbers from National Association of Realtors where first-time home buyers are now, I think, up to 29% from a low of 26. That's tending in the right direction, but they have to buy clean, pretty properties. They can't buy fixer-uppers. So that's where I'm looking. We've got 2 of them. We've already sold one. We have another one listed, which I will hopefully update you on next week when we are in town. All right, everybody, take care of yourself. Again, sorry, housing market's broken. It's not going to come back till 2025 and probably 2026. Later.